Curious, Jeremy, you told me that, Clyde is cloud preferred, cloud first. How long would you characterize Clyde being in that state of mind relative to cloud? And was there anything in particular that was a catalyst to put your firm in that position? I think a number of firms are getting there. I don't know if there's a majority of firms that would probably be as cloud deployed as Clyde and Co.
I think each firm will have different challenges with it, aging on-prem infrastructure, the cost of on-prem maintenance globally. We'd have started our cloud journey 2018, 2019. I do think the pandemic probably accelerated that journey. Each individual firm will have its own reason for driving that journey. Certainly, in terms of client adoption of allowing firms to store data in the cloud, we've certainly seen movement in that area in the past 5 years as we're here now in 2024. And I think for a firm like Klein & Co, the DR capabilities of some of our core services now being in the cloud and backed by Azure, we look at a very different landscape in terms of cybersecurity and information security and the money that Microsoft is investing in that area to secure the Azure data centers. It's certainly driving a comfort to having enterprise applications in the cloud.
And does that apply to your clients as well? Do they get the same or similar confidence and comfort with technologies, especially technologies that are wrapping around the information that a law firm has for them and about them? Is that part and parcel, in your opinion, to their comfort of having more and more technologies from their legal counsel in the cloud?
We were not unhappy with our on-prem installation of Intapp Time. The product satisfied the needs of the firm and its fee earners to record time. We were happy with the options of the desktop client, the mobile, but it was a natural progression simply to upgrade from the on-prem instance into the cloud. And we treated it very much in that lift and shift fashion. And what we were told, the move to the cloud would be virtually imperceptible to our fee earning world. And that certainly gave us confidence that it was something we could achieve in a sensible time framework without interrupting the ability of our timekeepers to record time. It's so critical to a law firm that you have reliable, usable software to record time, capture time. We had a stable on-prem platform that was working. We didn't want to unsteady it, but we were aware of features in the desktop client that we couldn't take advantage of. We very much in that cloud first strategy, cloud preferred strategy, are driving to take current versions of the software as soon as possible so that we take advantage of any new features, any bug fixes that are out there. So I think where we ended up, Jill, on a stable version of the software that was significantly behind the last on-prem release of Intapp Time. Very much like any business, Clyde & Co has a series of boards that these decisions go through our architecture review board, making sure we had a clear understanding of what the solution would look like when it was in the cloud. So an on-prem architecture diagram is very different to a cloud. So just getting comfortable with what the solution would actually be, getting our business comfortable from an information security perspective. And then time is a very intimate thing to somebody who records time, making sure we had appropriate resource internally ready to start the project, that we had a project manager internally, a business analyst, SMEs identified internally, and technical resource to work on the integrations. The integrations change significantly when you move to the cloud. It's not a difficult thing or a frightening thing. It's just a reality that technology that's been there running integrations for 10 years is going to change. So just making sure we had all those pieces in place and we had a realistic expectation of how long we would want to take to do this and before we started the project.
But can you talk a little bit about planning the rollout and then the actual rollout to the offices across Clyde?
Yes, certainly. I mean, very much based around reducing risk, mitigating risk of a rollout, allowing us to get comfortable with it in the cloud. So rather than go big bang, we did choose to go region by region at Clyde. I was happy with that decision in the end. It was a very useful way to do it. It meant that our teams weren't overwhelmed with support calls or queries where there were any, and allowed us to build up momentum to it. So we did a small pilot in November 23, and then we took our second largest region live towards the end of November 23. We are looking at the terms license if it comes with the cloud product of Intapp Time, the limited license. I've used this phrase before, Jill. We're looking to have a narrative that leaves our time product if it's client ready. Compliance is sometimes a scary word. I need that narrative to satisfy the outside council guidelines, the e-billing guidelines. So driving that concept of having a client ready narrative using the tools available, be it limited terms license, be it templating, be it structured narratives, to ensure that we're getting narratives that don't need to be reworked in the billing process.